Hi, today is March 14 and we're gonna read a book about Circumference and the Dragon Pie, a math adventure by Cindy and illustrated by Wayne. Circumference and his son Radius sat in the shade of a tree, enjoying a delicious midday meal. Partway through the lunch, Circumference grabbed his stomach and doubled over in pain. "Oh, my belly!" he wailed. "It feels like fire, Radius. Run to the castle, find a good doctor, and get me a cure." So Radius ran to the castle and up on a winding staircase to the doctor's workroom. The doctor was out. Radius entered the mysterious place, full of plants and potions. "What shall I do?" he wondered. "Father is in great pain. I got to bring him something." Radius looked over several bottles. He murmured. "This says fire belly. Father has a fire in his belly. Maybe this will cure it." So Radius picked up the bottle and hurried back to Circumference. The knight gratefully took the bottle and gulped the liquid down. Kaboom! Circumference disappeared, and a dragon now sat on the grass. "Ah!" screamed Radius. "Where is my father?" "Here!" hissed the dragon, flames slithering out of his mouth. "Help me!" it pleaded, and belched a puff of smoke into the sky. "I feel beastly." Its arms paddled wildly as its tail thrashed back and forth. "Don't worry, father. I'll get help." Radius called over his shoulder, and he ran back towards the castle. The guards on watch had also seen the big explosion. When the smoke cleared, they saw the dragon and alerted everyone in the castle to the danger. Plans were made. Messengers were sent across the countryside to ask nearby knights to come and vanquish the fire-breathing beast. "Mother, mother!" called out Radius as he hurried into the castle. "There you are!" answered his mother, Lady D of the Ameter, looking relieved. "Come inside quickly, a dragon has been spotted nearby." "I know," Radius answered. "It's father." Radius told his mother what had happened. "We must find another potion that will change your father back into himself. I'll go look for the doctor," she said. "We don't have much time. The knights plan to slay the dragon tomorrow morning." Radius back to the doctor's work. He looked at the drawing and notes. He peeked inside the boxes and bags. He searched through the book after book. Finally, he spotted a curious-looking container with a set of spoon and poem. It might be the cure. The circles measure. Measure the middle and the circle around. Divide so a number can be found. Every circle, great and small, the number is the same for all. It's also the dose, so be clever, or the dragon, he will stay forever. Measure the middle around, thought Radius. "I'll bet geometry can help. Carpenters measure things every day." Geo was with his brother Sim when Radius arrived at their workshop. They were looking at the wheels Sim had made. "No matter where you look around the circle, his spokes go around the middle and cut the circle exactly in half," Sim said. "This is a lovely design," complimented Geo. When Radius heard across the middle, and around the circle. He had an idea. He needed to go back and reread the poem. "Goodbye," he called as he rushed out. As he ran through the kitchen, he saw his cousin Lady Fingers. She was baking pies. She measured strips of dough into equal lengths. With a span of her fingers, "Help me finish the last pie, please," she pleaded. Regis thought about Sim's wheel. He arranged the strips on the pie like spokes. There were 3 strips left over. He dropped them around the rim of the pie pan. 1, 2, 3 strips. Go almost all the way around the edge. "Pinky, may I have a little more dough?" asked Regis. Pinky was the Lady Fingers nickname. Lady Fingers handed him another strip of dough. Regis folded it in half, but half was longer than he needed. So he folded it in quarters, but even a quarter of piece was too long. So he folded it in 8s, and an 8 was almost right. Almost, but not exactly. "Pinky, I've got to get going," said Regis. "Farewell." Regis knew that the magic number was more than 3, but exactly how much more did it take to make a whole circle? Back in the workshop, Regis found Geo's measuring tape, a long strip of cloth marked in inches. He measured 49 inches across the middle of the wheel and 154 inches around the outside edge. 154 divided by 49 is 3 1/7, he figured out. Regis measured the big wheel and small wheels. Every time the distance around was 3 1/7 times the distance across. He stuffed the measuring tape into his pocket and ran off to the doctor's room. As Regis ran around the corner, he saw his mother coming towards him. "There you are!" Lady D cried. "I cannot find the doctor anywhere. What are we going to do?" "All right, Mother. I know what to do." He showed her mother. He figured out the magic number. He measured an onion slice, a basket, a bowl, and a round cheese. Lady D drew some diagrams to show the measurements. "This makes sense," she said. "Good work. I'll go and tell your father while you get the medicine. Don't forget, we have only until morning." Regis went back to the doctor's workroom to get the medicine. "I think I understand these directions," he said out loud. "But if I measure the wrong dose, Father will remain a dragon forever." "I must be sure I am right," said Regis. He sat down to reread the poem, and he read. His eyelids slowly closed. Soon he was fast asleep. When Regis awoke, the sun was rising. "Oh no, I must hurry," he said. He grabbed the medicine and headed toward the woods. The smoke and flames led him right to Circumference, the dragon. The sleeping dragon was lying in a circle with its tail in its mouth. Just then, it opened one eye and hissed, "Hello, son? Father, you're a circle too, but such a big circle." Regis looked at the dragon doubtfully. Could the distance around the dragon's circle be really 3 1/7 times the distance across it? Just then they heard the blaring of trumpets. "Hurry, Regis," Lady D said. "The knights are coming." "Mother," Regis said, "hold this part of the tape while I measure across the middle of the dragon circle." Circumference cried out, "Why are we measuring my diameter?" As he spoke, he purely burned the measuring tape so that Regis could barely read the number. It looked like 7 feet, but was it? Together, Regis and Lady D measured 22 feet around the outside the dragon's circle. Sir Circumference whimpered, "Must you measure my circumference now?" Regis quickly divided 22 by 7. Then the circumference of the circle divided by the diameter was 3 1/7. Now the knights were surrounding them with swords drawn. "Regis, Lady D, we've come to save you," they shouted. It was now or the dragon forever. Regis gave the creature 3 7 spoonfuls. Kaboom faroom! A big explosion shook the forest. When the smoke cleared, a hardy human of Sir Circumference stood in their midst. Sir Circumference leaned over and hugged his son. "Thank you, Regis. But how did you do it?" Regis explained about the pie and the measurements. Sir Circumference and the knights listened to the amazement. Cheering, they swept Regis up on their shoulders and returned to the castle. "Pies! Let's eat some pies!" shouted Sir Circumference. "Regis saved my life because of a pie." As a celebration, Regis held up a pie and explained what he had discovered. "I found out that the outside edge of the circle, called the circumference, is 3 1/7 times as long as the diameter, which is the measure across its middle. It's true for any circle. I say we honor this new discovery," said Sir Circumference. "From now on, pie and an E will for eating. Pie without an E will be the name of this number for all things round." Geo and Sim stepped forward and gave Regis a present. "This is a drawing compass. May it lead you to another great discoveries about circles," they said. And Regis had the seat of honor for the entire pie celebration, which lasted 3 days, 3 hours, and 24 minutes. Pi is an interesting number. We often represent it with the 16th letter of the Greek alphabet, this symbol. It is usually expressed as decimal, number 3.14159, and so on. The part to the right of the decimal point is about a seventh. Sir Circumference, Lady D, of Ameter, and Radius are back to their second math adventure. This time, a potion has changed Sir Circumference into a fire-breathing dragon. Can Radius change him back? Join Radius in his quest through the castle to solve a riddle that will reveal the cure. It lies in discovering magic numbered is the same for all circles. I really hope you liked the story of Sir Circumference. There are more math books I'm gonna come and read to you along. So have a good day. Enjoy Pi Day. Bye.